What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing.
Turn left.
I'm back
on
with a
12th
gem.
Street.
Well, Devin, Haney, Sandor Martin went to purse bid at the WBC's weekly meeting, and the purse bid was completed. And to Devin Haney's surprise, his own promoter, Matchroom, did not place a bid in order to secure the Sandor Martin versus Devin Haney fight. The winning bid was by Top Rank of $2.4 million, which I'm sure was a blow to the champ, Devin Haney's ego, as he believes he's close to, that cash level where Gervonta Tank Davis and guys like Saul Canelo Alvarez are. And this is just, to me, unfortunate reality check. For years now, his father has told people that, he's the next Floyd Mayweather. He's the face of boxing and the like. I think he did a good job of aligning his son with the Mayweather family. Having the Mayweather cosign kind of put him in a position where he was looked upon at one time as the heir apparent to self-proclaimed TBE, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
In 750 feet.
During that time,
then turn right.
Eddie Hearn was, kind of just breaking into the American boxing scene, and to me, didn't really have a firm grasp on what was going on, and because of that, had
turn left. Then
basically
turn right.
was offering contracts to people that was not due, and
turn right. Then turn right.
My opinion and many others,
turn right.
overpaying for fighters that he was never able to recoup his investment on, and Devin Haney being one of them. Because of that, Bill Haney and others have been able to mask to Devin who he truly was as a fighter, which is a very good fighter, but not a great fighter, and not a fighter that has a fan-friendly style that will lend itself to crossover appeal. And some of their tactics, may it be sending YouTube content creators mugshots of Gervonta Davis, or discrediting Tank every time he has a fight coming up, or discrediting his opponents on fight week, like when they released that Hector Luis Garcia sparring footage the day of the fight, or basically building their career on running around telling everybody they stopped Tank and sparring, how they beat him up. Kind of set him up through a false narrative for failure at this point. So like I said, Eddie Hearn spent a bunch of money, so that helped mask the fact, at least to Devin, that he wasn't that guy. Well, fast forward a few years later, a departure from Matchroom to Top Rank, in which Eddie Hearn let it be known, like, Devin needs to go where he can be promoted. I don't have anybody for him to fight. And basically there was no real reason that he saw at that point, in my opinion, to invest further in Devin. Devin goes to Top Rank, becomes undisputed, makes it through that 3-fight deal, 2 with George Kambosos, 1 with Vasily Lomachenko, although a lot of people think Vasily Lomachenko was able to defeat him. And Eddie Hearn gets him back. Goes back to Eddie Hearn, has an unsuccessful, at least a financially unsuccessful, move to 140 against Regis Prograis, where he gained the WBC title, but again, the fight didn't commercially do well, so Eddie Hearn was unable to recoup. Then we all know about the unfortunate loss he took to Ryan Garcia, who later popped dirty for PEDs, but does not help the optics that were given to the public in that fight, where Devin took a pretty rough beating. Since that fight, Eddie Hearn has been on his soapbox saying Devin needs to fight as mandatory. He doesn't need a Sabril Matias fight. He doesn't need any other really tough fight right now. He needs to fight as mandatory in Sandor Martin, which I don't understand why they feel like that guarantees an easy fight, but he felt like that was the route he needed to go. And in feeling like that's the route he needed to go, openly saying it in the couple months since his loss to Ryan Garcia, one would think, since that's the route he wants his fighter to go, that he would at least make an earnest bid to secure the fight. Well, it looks like Eddie Hearn has woke up, smelled the coffee, accepted reality, and has decided that he's no longer going to lose money promoting Devin Haney. And I mean, who could blame him? No fighter, no business person wants to invest money that they know beyond a shadow of a doubt they're not going to recoup. And because of the history, Devin has displayed in his career thus far, he's just not a fan-friendly styled fighter that enjoys a large backing like that of a Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Tank Davis. So he just wasn't willing to put up the type of money that it was going to require in order to promote that fight. I did see unfairly, though, people saying Sandor Martin versus Devin Haney is going to lose money. Bob Arum's going to lose. I don't believe that. I mean, he only bid $2.4 million. Easy for me to say, right? Only $2.4 million. But when you're talking about the type of purses that Devin has grown accustomed to, especially coming off that Ryan Garcia fight, even though, according to him, he hasn't received the most of his money himself, neither him nor Ryan, because that's another indicator that, pay-per-view sales didn't do well, and, the fight just didn't generate a whole lot of money. $2.4 million is still, pretty pedestrian, as, I think he can get that basically, with his relationships in boxing through sponsorships, and, maybe, I doubt it'll be on pay-per-view, but, maybe some TV money from like an ESPN. I think he'll be able to put together that $2.4 million to where it won't be a loss. So I won't go that far to say that Devin Haney defending his title can't generate $2.4 million. Like I said, I just won't say that. But unfortunately, this is a lesson, or should be a lesson. Will I say, Devin Haney's a failure? Absolutely not. He's a young black millionaire who ascended to the top, very top of his selected sport, or his sport of choice, with the help of his father. But also the tactics that his father used to get him there has placed him in a position where he has a pretty fast and steep fall from grace, as there's one check nobody wants to cash, and that's the reality check. His reality check is that, unfortunately, he's just not a very big star in the sport of boxing or in the country of America. I mean, and not everybody is. But he doesn't seem to be taking it well, as, he posted a tweet, saying that it was nasty work on the part of Matchroom for not placing a bid. Again, I can't agree with that, because nobody wants to lose money, number one. But then coming out and saying he's going to take a couple years off. I think he needed at least a year off anyway to heal up from the punishment he took in Ryan Garcia fight. If at all he would ever be the same again, I feel like it would take an extended period of time to get there. But the 2 years he's saying he's taking off, unfortunately, I think that he believes it's going to invoke sympathy, empathy, or maybe, the public missing him and there being a push or outcry for him to come back. And I think, unfortunately, it'll be another heartbreaking reality check, as, there are just younger fighters in the game right now, in and around his weight class, that people enjoy more. And I think it's the wrong way to go yet again. I think he needs to defend. I mean, even though I don't think he's ready, I think, but if he wants to remain relevant, at least, because I just don't think he's going to be that star he wants to be, he has to defend his title and string some wins together. The only thing that cures, losing in boxing is winning. In anything, is winning. And his woes of, being not fan-friendly is to try to become more fan-friendly, although, I think he made that mistake in the Ryan Garcia fight of trying to fight a fan-friendly style and not really having the attributes it would take in order to carry that through. But it's unfortunate. Like, I know a lot of y'all think I'm a Devin Haney hater, and I'm not. I just look at the situation objectively and, see it for what it is. And I think, this is validation to what I've been saying. very good fighter, not a great fighter. Just does not have that crossover appeal that will allow for him to be a major star in the sport of boxing, which is okay. Everybody's not going to be a star. I think he, could be a very big, not to say his skills are regional, but, as far as commercial success, he could be very big regionally had they kept him still in one location and promoted him in his hometown, as there isn't a whole lot going on in boxing there. And he'd at least have that steady fan base there. But they didn't. They tried to pattern their marketing of him after what was done to Gervonta Tank Davis. And, we see now Tank is able to move all around the country and sell out arenas and, kind of has that crossover appeal because he's been embraced by the hip-hop generation, hip-hop community and the younger generation, and Devin just hasn't. I think, it's sad, but the reality is his own promoter, not bidding on his mandatory challenge gives him, his father, and the entire fight community a very clear indicator as to where he is commercially. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't think, he is, or I think it's pretty obvious it's not where he would like to be. Hopefully they take that as a lesson. I don't know, it may be too late, but maybe they can start moving a way that will make them, to make the public more receptive to them. But as of right now, Devin Haney kind of sour grapes, pouting, threatening to take a couple years off from the sport because, the powers that be kind of have turned their back on him, namely his promoter, Eddie Hearn, who's been, like his biggest supporter to this point. So, that's all I have for y'all this morning. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, your ass off the floor. Peace.